Here we are at the Norrie Point Environmental Center with the beautiful Hudson River estuary behind us, and today we're going to talk about dissolved oxygen.
I love oxygen. I love to breathe it.
And just like us, fish and other aquatic organisms need oxygen to stay alive. Oxygen gets in the water in two different ways. One is that underwater plants, like this submerged vegetation, produce dissolved oxygen during photosynthesis.
Oxygen can get in the water through wind or wave action.
What happens to the dissolved oxygen, or DO, once it gets in the water?
Well, the fish take in oxygen with their gills, but other organisms, such as decomposers and bacteria, use oxygen to break down organic material, like leaf litter and logs.
Now we know how awesome DO is and how important it is to the health of the Hudson, but how do we measure it to make sure that we've got enough?
MGL and ppm are the units that we use to measure dissolved oxygen. MGL is milligrams per liter and ppm is parts per million. They're tiny concentrations.
Yeah, but I guess that makes sense. Sometimes we need to measure really small things because a little change can make a big difference in an ecosystem.
How can we measure ppm?
This tank here is filled with about 13 gallons of water, or 1 million drops of the Hudson River. If I add 1 drop, that is now 1 part per million in this tank.
Wow, that doesn't seem like a lot. How much do fish need?
Well, fish need at least 4 parts per million, or milligrams per liter, to live, but they really prefer to have 5 to 12, so to keep them happy, let's add 4 more. Boom, boom, boom.
Now that we know what the units mean, how do we collect the data?
The dissolved oxygen tests. There are a couple of ways we can measure dissolved oxygen. One of them is this titration kit that we have here, and here's some instructions for how to use it. We collect water from the river, but make sure there are no air bubbles in your sample that will drive up the readings. Then, immediately add a few reagents to the sample. We'll add several reagents that will basically tag the oxygen molecules. We'll turn the solution into this kind of yellow color. Now it's time to see how much oxygen is in here. Now we'll add our last chemical, 1 drop at a time. Each drop erases 1 part per million. So we'll add drops until this goes clear. Straight up and down. Okay, 1 drop. And give it a little jiggle. 1 drop. Give a little jiggle. How many drops was that?
2.
What do we keep doing?
Adding drops.
Until?
It goes clear.
Let's keep going then. 7, it's almost there. It's just a little bit in there. 8, look at that. It went clear at 8 parts per million. 8 drops, 8 milligrams per liter, or 8 parts per million of oxygen.
So is there enough oxygen in the Hudson River? Is the river happy?
Yeah, 8 parts per million in this location at this time of year is a good DO reading. The river does naturally fluctuate. Cold water in the winter can hold more oxygen than warm water in the summer. Still, there are lots of things that we can do to try to keep dissolved oxygen levels healthy.
Oh, like reducing fertilizer on your lawn. Fertilizer jumpstarts algae growth, and when algae dies, hungry decomposers and bacteria rush in to eat all the algae, but then they use up all the oxygen in the water.
Right, and we can support efforts to improve septic systems. Raw sewage in the Hudson River, just like that dead algae, can lead to low oxygen levels.
So we want to keep the river clean, the DO high, and the fish is happy.
That's right!